Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today, PC hardware is set to get a big uplift in sales. Sony's first PS5 ad, Xbox's new UI, RTX 3000 GPUs have an issue, the board was certified, and the RTX 3000 series gets a tease. But first, head to kit.co/gamermeld where I give you suggestions for PC hardware, and today I've added the ultimate $1,000 build for Cyberpunk 2077. I will say that I suggest waiting for Big Navi in the RTX 3000 series, which I'll get to in a minute, but for anyone looking to build now, check that out in the description below. Okay, it's news time, and first up for today, it's pretty well known that great games sell hardware, and the PC has definitely had a ton of those. Well, if you weren't aware, it's been quite a while since Microsoft created a flight simulator. That is, until just recently. Flight Simulator 2020 is here, and so far it looks to be a big hit. So much so that according to John Petty Research, it's set to generate upwards of $2.6 billion in PC hardware sales. That figure comes from an expected 2.27 million Flight Simulator games sold, which definitely looks like it could happen. Now, if only we could get a game to sell VR headsets. Well, actually, that may have been Half-Life Alyx. Next up for today, I've got a couple stories on the upcoming consoles. Starting things off, Sony just kicked off their first PS5 ad that shows the upcoming console's support for 3D audio as well as the new haptic feedback features. Unfortunately, it still doesn't give us a price, which may not mean anything, but it also could mean Sony is a bit skittish on revealing it, and that scares my wallet. Moving on to Microsoft, the company revealed their next-gen Xbox interface, and as you can see, it's definitely been modernized quite a bit. The big news here, though, is speed. According to them, the new home screen is set to load more than 50% faster from boot and nearly 30% faster when coming from a game. It also uses 40% less memory, which is great to hear since Microsoft confirmed that the new user interface is in fact coming to the Xbox One. According to them, we can expect updates in the coming weeks. Next up, I've got a story that's a bit concerning when it comes to Nvidia's upcoming cards. For those who haven't been following the channel, there's been numerous rumors and leaks that suggest the RTX 3000 series is set to be a pretty serious power hog. We're talking enough power to actually require a new connector. Well, apparently that isn't the only issue. According to a new story from Igor's lab, the biggest problem isn't the GPU itself. It's actually the card's RAM. Remember the recent story that essentially proves Nvidia will be using a new memory called GDDR6X? Well, according to board partners, the memory has a heat issue. Igor's lab reports that it gets up to 98 degrees thanks to the high clocks of the new memory. Oh, and remember the recent leak that gave us a glimpse of the PCB? Allegedly, of course, but it does look to be the case. Either way, that picture is of the back, which means it has memory modules on both sides. And that seems to explain why Nvidia made such a strange cooler. The issue is that, according to Igor's lab, the cooler alone costs $155. Well, board partners likely can't do that, so there may very well be some issues with heat. Of course, there isn't much time left before release, so hopefully they're able to iron out any issues. And speaking of release, it looks like Nvidia is very much gearing up for it, as the board for their GA102 just passed RRA certification. As you can see, it's for the PG133A, which Kopite7 Kimi already reported is the Founders Edition board. Now, remember that this board number is used for multiple models that use the same GPU, so this could easily be the board that makes up the 3090 and 3080, possibly even the 3080 Ti if that is actually coming. Basically, the cards are coming soon. And luckily, board partners know it, as Galax just launched a new marketing campaign that teases the upcoming RTX 3000 launch. The campaign is basically nothing but a bunch of cryptic posters, but on each one it states, quote, "We are about to witness the next generation Galaxy graphics cards." So there you have it. For anyone thinking Nvidia's September launch event wasn't about their next-gen GPUs, well, it's about as confirmed as it can be. And speaking of, don't forget that I'm planning to do a live stream of the event, so make sure to subscribe for that. So while that does it for today, are you concerned about Nvidia's upcoming cards? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.